This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted for the first time in person to be talking to two tanks, Ohara Davies.
I've actually heard of you guys, but I never met you before. I never had an interview with you guys.
No, we haven't done that. We haven't done it yet.
I've seen you guys over social media, over Twitter and Instagram and stuff.
What do you think? We all right?
100%. That's why you're here.
Yeah, we're doing bits. We're trying. I'm going to move this round because he's interviewing in the corner over there. So we'll just have a quick switch. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we're good here, OD. Talk to me about the performance. You managed to get him out of there. He was tough. You were sort of biding your time a little bit with the jab. Were you trying to get a bit of ring rust off in there?
I was trying to get a bit of ring rust off, and then, I kept hitting him with a jab. His left eye, it was going. Every round, closing, bruised. And I thought, just keep trying the jab. I should have maybe upped the pace, but then I thought, I don't want to up the pace and get caught with a silly shot when I've won every round in a jab. I don't really want to go in there and make a mistake and get in too close and get caught. And, but there's ways around that, and that's what me and my coach got to go back, and I've got to listen to him better. We've worked on things in the gym, and I've done a lot of it in a fight, but I didn't do all of it in a fight. But I think this fight here is a better fight than I had in my last 3 or 4. It's the best fight I had in my boxing career. I'm in the best shape that I'm in now, and I'm in my prime now. So I'm happy I'm in the right place.
Now you've got an incredible reach advantage probably over most of your opponents. Do you sometimes think because of your reach and it's quite easy for you just to throw a jab out, that sometimes you can just win the round by bang jab without really having to go through the gears?
That's what I was doing in the fight. I just thought, you know what, I'm in the fight, just keep throwing the jab, pop. I just kept throwing it, instead kept on going back. But then after a while, he started to read my game plan and the way that I move around the ring and my footstep. He started to read it, and I got back in the corner. And my coach was saying, like, you've been read. You've got to change up. You've got to throw 2 shots, 3 shots, combination shots. And I'm glad I got the ring myself and I got the win.
How important is it for you to stay active? Now, I know you obviously had time out the ring. You mentioned earlier having personal stuff going on, which we won't get into, but how important is it for you to get out another couple of times so that you can get into peak performance?
Yeah, you know what, at the start of my boxing career, I was out 4 or 5 times a year. One year I fought 5 times, 3, 4, 5 times a year, but now I'm in bigger fights, so I can't fight 3, 4, 5 times a year. But I think if I get out twice a year, I'll be happy. This year, I've got a choice that I've got to make, Sander Martin, Lewis Ritson, so I've got a choice I've got to make, and I will fight again this year. It's not going to be like last year where I was up and down and my head's in, single mind, focus.
Very close to a world title. How important is it for you to sort of stay locked in now and make sure you get something organised quickly so you know what you're doing, because you've got that carrot there of Sander Martin, and for you I think that's more personal as well because you've got Eddie at the other side of it as well. And you've obviously got Lewis Ritson. Where's your heart going on what you want to do?
I want to fight Sander Martin because he's a final eliminator, and to fight in a final eliminator for me is a dream come true, and it's a fight I believe that I can win 100%. Lewis Ritson fights there. He has got a high ranking, but he's got no belt. There's no title. It's not going to be a final eliminator. But I've got Lewis Ritson's a much easier fight. Lewis Ritson's a bum really. He's on his way out. Fucking hell. So Lewis Ritson's a much easier fight, but you've got to see who pays the most money, really. Got to sit down and talk about that.
You mentioned you spoke to Lewis Ritson's dad. What was he like? Did he have anything to say to you?
Oh, I met his dad a few hours ago. He's a really nice man. He came up to me, Ohara. I'm actually Lewis's dad. I come to watch you fight, and hopefully after the fight we can sit down and we can have a chat. And I was like, this man's a very nice man. I've got a picture of him. I put it on my social media. All these guys in boxing, they're all very nice guys. Lewis Ritson, Tommy Cole's dad, R.I.P. I met him. I think when he fought Luke Campbell, I sat next to him, had a good chat with him. All these guys are all good guys, but I've got to chat shit for them for the sake of entertainment. This is what this game is. Boxing, it is entertainment, and But I like Lewis Ritson and his dad. They're very nice guys. I like them.
Right, talk to me about Sander Martin, because I heard you in an interview the other day and you were saying, look, when I saw the name come up, immediately your eyes were lit up, and I know that burns at you a little bit. I know there's a bit of joke and a bit of play with it and the bus thrown under the bus, but it means a lot to you to get that back, and if you could beat him, would that for you sort of a bit of a weight lifted off and sort of a bit of a stick given to Eddie for it?
Do you know the ins and outs of when I got thrown under the bus? Do you know what happened?
In relation to the Hillsborough thing, wasn't it?
Listen, I had never heard of Hillsborough at the time. Never heard of it. Tommy Cole's from Hull. Hillsborough happened. It was in Liverpool. I knew nothing about the Hillsborough. I had to go online, Google it, and I'm just like, I'm being thrown under the bus by my own team and the boxing and the public. I was mad. Like Eddie Hearn took me off a show. Matchroom, Sims, Tony Sims, Charlie Sims put a 9 and banned from the Matchroom gym. But yeah, they were phoning me privately. OD, I believe you. We know you're innocent. We know you're innocent. But we got to do this because we got fans up north. We got fans up in Liverpool, and it's about money. And I'm like, so you willing to throw me under the bus because you got fans that even though you know that I'm innocent? Would you? Like I remember sitting down with them both, and I was like, my friend Emmanuel was like, if it was your kid, would you have thrown him under the bus like that? And the simple answer is no, and they tried to go around it. I'm like, nah, these guys don't give a fuck about you. These guys don't give a fuck about me. So when they said to me, OD, you're welcome back in the gym. Sim said, OD, you're welcome back in the gym. Eddie Hearn phoned me after I spoke to a few people. Eddie Hearn phoned me, you're back on Matchroom, you'll fight on the Dillian White. Oh, it's good, Dillian White. Who did he fight? Not on the on the Hay 2 card, and then Dillian White Parker card, and then a fight at the end of the year. He sent me a text with the fight purses. I turned that shit down. I went to Frank Warren.
So one minute, sorry to cut you off. So he actually reached out to try and get you back on?
Eddie Hearn phoned me and asked me to go to the Matchroom office. And I was like, no, I know that he's got his ways. I ain't going down there. So I said, I can't, even though I was about 5 minutes away, I was like, no, I can't come because I know he's got his ways. I was like, but I can have a phone call. So that's when he phoned me and he said to me, I can offer you this. And then he sent me a text on my WhatsApp. And then I was like, no, I'm going to go to Frank Warren. The next day, Eddie Hearn, I'm on Fight Hype. Eddie Hearn, like he had a thing on there, a talk, and he said, I feel like we had to let Ohara Davies go. His image didn't fit up what we represent. And I was like, man, I got a text on my phone from you off this free fight deal that you offered me only yesterday. I was going to go online and expose the fucker. I thought, nah, just leave it. But he knows the truth. I know the truth. I left Sims' gym and I left the Matchroom. Yeah. And now look, I'm still here. A lot of people think if you're not with them, your boxing career's over. Yeah. I made more money than I made. Like the whole time I was there, I made more money in about 3 fights now, even though I'm not rich. Yeah. I didn't get anything when I was there, really, apart from when I fought Dave Matthews and I fought Taylor, but I weren't them. I didn't get shit when I was there. So I'm in a much better place now. After that, I joined MTK. After that, joined Frank Warren. I fought in the Golden Contract. Pro Bellum is who I'm with now. And I trust them to handle my boxing career in the right way.
Yeah, Rebellum seems to be treating you good. If they keep you active, I'm sure you'll be happy. Look, I heard you doing a bit of Spanish there. Can you say a message to your fans in Spanish? Seeing as though you've got the app now and you think you're down with the lingo? Supporters, family, sponsors, anyone?
I can't speak it 100%, but yo hablo español solo un poco, pero gracias por all me. No.
What was that? Thank you for not all throwing me under the bus.
No, I know. Gracias por, that means thank you for, but I don't know how to say all my fans.
No worries. I think that'll do. Ohara, look, thanks for talking to Into Boxing. Appreciate it. We'll catch up after your next fight.
Thank you.